live. Yeah, we going live. Hey, we going live. Yeah, we going live. Yeah, we going. Yeah, we going. Yeah, we going live. From the 50-yard line, we going live. From the 50-yard line, we going live. From the 50-yard line. Hey.
Mental health moment.
Yeah.
Now this one, I'm about to say this one is one that you're excited about.
Yes.
Tell us a little bit about this guy, because I know that he's from a state that you are really familiar with.
He went to a school really close to me too.
Yeah.
When I grew up. This is Quincy Carter.
Mm-hmm.
He obviously is from Georgia.
Mm-hmm.
Played for the University of Georgia. Went on to play for the Dallas Cowboys. I believe was the first
Mm-hmm.
Black quarterback they ever had.
Mm-hmm.
I was rooting for him because I loved him at Georgia. But watched him spiral essentially in the NFL. He went from playing for the Cowboys to the Jets, and just completely spiraled out because he was an addict, basically. He was addicted to, at the time when he first started having issues with the Cowboys, I want to say it was about marijuana.
Yeah.
It was about marijuana, but he eventually, I guess because that was something that they could detect, he put it down, but he was still abusing alcohol.
Yeah.
And he is now 43 or 44 years old and only got clean and sober at 42.
Yeah.
But got clean and sober.
Right.
So kudos to him for making that. What I always tell my clients is if you can recognize it and then acknowledge it, you can fix it.
Mm-hmm.
And so oftentimes the problem with addicts is their lack of ability to even acknowledge it. Right? They recognize it. You know you're an addict, but you can't acknowledge that you're an addict.
Yeah.
And so, or acknowledge that there is a problem with your addiction.
Mm-hmm.
So I feel like this was huge for him. He had a former Cowboy, somebody else who actually played for the Cowboys, Thomas Hollywood Henderson, who also is a recovering alcoholic, who stepped in and said, "Bruh, I know what you're going through. Let's get you some help." And he was luckily, that's what it takes with addicts. It's not interventions. It's not all the time. Sometimes they work, but very rarely. Interventions or family members saying, "Please get some help," and you go, and it's a cycle kind of thing that happens all the time. It's literally the decision of the person to say, "I'm ready." And he was there. He said, "I was ready. I was tired of being in that space and in that place, and I was ready." So I'm really excited that he has been clean and sober almost 2 years now, I think, which is amazing. And he lives in Austin, Texas.
Okay.
And so he wants to become a high school football coach. I love it. I hope he gets that chance.
Yeah.
And then I told you he is also, what made me, when I saw him on the profiles, I immediately got excited because I know this story, right? And so I was like, oh, thank you. And so he is also an ambassador for the Pro Football Hall of Fame's behavioral health program that I am currently serving as a life coach for. And so he is one of the ambassadors that goes out and speaks to the need for players to take advantage of behavioral health programs and assistance that's being offered to them. So I'm so proud of him, so excited that I'm praying for him to stay clean, sober, keep moving forward, doing what he needs to do to live his best life. And I'm just excited for him. And the reason this is mental health moment is because I told Jarrett we had to talk about this is because people often don't think of alcoholism as a mental health issue, and it is. It is actually in the DSM as a mental health issue. And so being able to address if that is an issue for you, being able to understand that it is something that you need to seek assistance with is, and because sometimes like I'm gonna just go cold turkey, and that doesn't work for most people. So finding somebody that can help you is important. And I'll say this, shameless plug, not sorry for this, for anybody who is a current or former NFL player, military veteran, their family members who might see this, and you are struggling with substance abuse of any kind, this is what the Pro Football Hall of Fame Behavioral Health Program, this is the core of what it was put together to do, is to help people like you. So if you're in that space that Quincy was, where you're like, okay, I'm tired of this, I'm ready to make this decision for myself, please. And that's for anybody. I just said that because I know that program is specifically for them. There are programs out here for every Joe Blow. If it's you, get the help you need.
Get some help. Yeah.
Get the help you need, period.
Yeah. Yeah, shout out to him. Like, just hearing that, I knew that he had some battles, with sobriety and stuff like that over the years. You would hear things here and there, but to see that he's gotten clean and that he is, taking the mantle to pushing and make sure other people are, winning the fight against addiction.
Yeah.
It's really just good to see. So shout out to Quincy Carter.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely. I love every minute of it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, feel good final thought.
Man.
Gabby
Smiling
Thomas.
all the way for this one. Smiling all the way. And let me just say, this is somebody else who's been bashed.
Mm-hmm.
This is another track and field Olympian, future Olympian who is being bashed.
Yes.
So that's why I felt like, oh no, we're gonna highlight the things about why are you bashing her again? These are the things about her. Like, you have zero room to bash anybody, but this young lady, come on, it's go have several seats. I know that's old now, but I don't care. It's the truth. Go have several seats. Yeah, but Gabby Thomas is amazing. Neurobiology degree from Harvard University.
Yeah.
Excuse me. I'm gonna say that again. Neurobiology degree from Harvard University.
Mm-hmm.
Because she wants to help with racial disparities in the healthcare system. And so this is why she went into this field, right? And now she is currently getting her master's in epidemiology.
Mm-hmm.
And now she's going to the Olympics.
200
Talk
meters.
about an overachiever.
Yes.
That's a bit of an overachiever.
all that. You doing all that? Okay.
All that. Just saying. So yeah.
This is a good one.
Yes.
And like just to look at her research interest. With it being racial disparities in healthcare, which is something that we know is a huge problem.
It is.
Just makes it all the more better. You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely. For me, I think what her being an Olympian is going to do is promote her platform for what she's going to be able to be a real, like, pick up the mantle, as you said. She'll pick up the mantle on this, and people are going to listen because she is an Olympian.
Right.
You know what I mean? She's not, I mean, nobody should dismiss anybody who's talking about this, but let's be real. Joe Blow just don't get the same props as somebody who has a platform like this. So for her to be given this platform and she can speak on this issue and intelligently, because of her, not only her experiences as a Black woman, but also her education, is priceless.
Yeah.
It's priceless. So I'm kudos to you, Gabby.
Yes, Gabby.
Go do your thing, ma'am.
Yes.
Good luck in the Olympics.
In your research and the Olympics.
Hello. I love it, all of it. So yeah, kudos to her. for sure.
All right, show picks.
Show picks.
What you watching?
So Auntie, Auntie.
Uh-huh.
Auntie was like, Steph, have you seen this show Manifest? I said, no. She's like, you gotta watch it. So my aunt is really into like the unexplained kind of things. Like she likes a show that's kind of got a little mystery and a little, a slight sci-fi kind of that kind of thing, right?
Right.
And so I knew already what I was getting to. I was like, no, I haven't seen it, but I'm gonna watch. She was like, it's so good. Go watch it. Okay, so she got me hooked. I ain't gonna lie. So this show is about a plane of passengers who board in Jamaica and disappear for 5.5 years.
Oh, wow.
But on their side, they flew from Jamaica to home.
Mm-hmm.
There was no 5.5-year gap. So all they know is they got on the plane in Jamaica.
Uh-huh.
And then they had some turbulence and had to reroute and fly into another airport to get home.
Right. There
was never a gap for them. So when the captain is like, we want to land at the airport they were supposed to land at, they were like, who is this? What flight? And he was like, what is happening? I'm telling you, what, da, 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 da. And then, so literally they redirected them because literally the plane disappeared for 5.5 years.
So did you know that this was like supposedly a true story?
No.
Yeah, so
what?
But the gap was 39 years. I'm gonna send you the video. I'll be watching the infographic show all the time. And so I'm gonna send you that video.
People in the wait, did they come back the same? Like these people came back, they had not aged or anything.
Yeah, no, these people hadn't aged either. And
I gotta tell Auntie.
When the people, I'm gonna send you the video too as soon as we get finished recording. When the people who were on the people who were on like at the tower, like trying to bring them in, was listening to them, and it turned out that they were the people from a flight that had disappeared 39 years prior.
That's crazy.
It is.
The show is so bomb because and then they have these special powers.
Uh-huh.
They have what they're calling the callings. So literally they hear things to go and help people. It's so wow.
Oh yeah.
It's wild. But I'm hooked. I'm like, dang it. I'm hooked. She was like, don't binge watch it. Don't binge watch it. I was like, oh, I'll be all right.
You're gonna have to.
So, but it's good. So that's what I've been watching.
All right, so I think I've mentioned this show before.
Yeah.
But I gotta mention it again because the new season just came out a couple of weeks ago.
I'm laughing and I ain't even saying.
And this show is hilarious to me.
Yeah.
Dave. Which is it's loosely based off of the life of rapper. What is his name? Lil Dicky.
I was like, yes. It's something real crazy.
So it's loosely based off of his life as a Jewish rapper.
Yeah.
And it's a funny show. It really is. Like his whole little group. He's not at all what you would expect to be a rapper.
He's so nerdy. I mean, it's like he's so, I don't know. He's socially awkward. That's what it is.
Socially awkward. But he can really rap.
He can really rap, but he
really
is socially awkward.
But it's a good show. So,
it is a good show. I have to go watch it because you had me watch the other one, so the other season.
Yeah.
So now I'm like, I gotta go see it. Yeah, that's cool. Yep. Okay.
Well, we at the end of another one. 116.
Woo! Y'all don't know. Woo! Look. Woo.
Guys, please bear with us. You know, we had a little issue going on with YouTube. And it looks like I'm just gonna have to break down and buy a MacBook Pro, because in transferring the files, like for those of you who saw the last episode that's up there, 112, it started glitching. So we figured out that.
Don't give Brandon no ammo here.
Right. Shout out to Brandon. So now that we figured out the problem, you know, we're gonna get those episodes posted ASAP. And so that was one of the pieces of feedback that we got. So if you would like to give us some feedback,
oh gosh,
you could definitely shoot us an email, field2therealpodcast@gmail.com. You can reach out to us on IG at field2therealpodcast. Shoot us something on Twitter at field2therealp1. Please go to our YouTube page, the Field to the Real Podcast. Like, share, subscribe, comment, and Facebook. Go like our page on Facebook. Every time a video comes out, you'll get the update right there on our Facebook page. We are actively trying to get our website up.
Yes.
And we will have merch soon, so
yes,
be on the lookout for that.
Yeah.
I'm super excited. I'm super excited for that.
Yeah.
So as soon as Shopify gives us the green light, we'll be up and running. So, but that's it. You got anything else?
No. Listen, I'm just grateful we here. We still doing it. Literally, I did a meet and greet at one of the departments for City of Charlotte, and so one of the things that I always ask is, I do a truth or dare with them, not a truth or dare, or true or false with them about me, to kind of learn things about me instead of me just telling them I do it like this. And I always say I'm an avid sports fan and I do a sports podcast.
Everyone always says that's false. 90%
of the room be like, nah.
Yeah.
Nah, that ain't you. Nah. Like, really? Okay. So yeah.
That's funny.
So when they find out, they're like, that's so dumb though.
Right.
Oh, cool. Like, yeah. So I'm proud. Yeah. I'm proud of what we put out and what we do. And I'm just grateful to do it with you, bro.
Definitely. Oh, now see now what you about to, we didn't already got through Feel Good Final Thought. What you're not gonna do is have me crying. I'd have been all
No, real talk. I wouldn't do this with nobody else. I would have been finished.
Yeah.
I know already.
Nah, and it's, you know, we had to keep this going. And I remember when I first asked you about it, and even though, you know, I saw you turn your face up, just the fact of us talking about sports in a way that you were able to speak about it, I knew that you would be very successful with this. That, you know, it would be something that you would enjoy doing, not something that you would just do, but that you would actually enjoy doing.
Absolutely. This is my outlet to talk sports, like literally.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So thank you for pushing.
No, thank you. Thank you for agreeing, because I wouldn't have done this with nobody else.
Nah, absolutely. So yeah, we thank y'all for continuing to support us.
Yes.
It means so much. And so we, you know, our goal is to get this out to the people who need to hear. Mm-hmm. We hope it inspires. Our goal is for this to inspire and inform people. And then it's also for us to have a platform that we can promote positivity as well as reality. And we also obviously have our project.
Yes.
And so that's always something that we want to push and promote. And my look, my auntie who we're talking about all the time, always fusses because she says, you don't really push your project.
Yeah.
And we don't push it. like, that was the whole point of this in the first place. And so for anybody, we want to be able to get into these college situations and college institutions and be able to have conversation with these athletes, particularly football players, about their future and what that looks like beyond the sport. And now that this NIL is here, we need to be there more than ever. Exactly. Helping them to know who they are and how they're going to respond and do what they do in order to be the best version of themselves and not destroy themselves with the money that they're going to receive. So for us, that's our passion in this, and we want to be able to bring this podcast to campuses across the country and show what we do with what we do in the podcast, but also show what they do in the school at the schools. So that's kind of why the podcast was started, really, was to give us the platform to be on the campus and then to do the other work that we want to do. So anybody who knows anybody, is connected to anybody, who knows anything, can put us on with anybody, we are more than happy. Jarrett gave out all of our contact information. Send it. We will go forth. Okay. Yes. We will go forth because this is the passion. This is what we were supposed to be doing. Together. Period. That's it. That was it. That was it. Because we talked about that a few weeks ago. Like, we started this podcast because of the project. And so we need to speak about the project a lot more, you know. So like Stephanie said, like, definitely reach out to us at all of those you know, all of our places where we receive information. And, you know, we'll get back to whoever you put us in contact with. Absolutely. But we love you guys. We out of here. Peace. Peace. Yeah, look, that little part right there was going in and out, so you might not have made it. Yeah, I'm good. That's why I'm going to keep my feet. That's why I did like this. Peace. Yep. Peace. All right. Now put the cameras on me. 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 Put the cameras on me.